Hey guys, today I want to talk about the Philippines being the land of second chances. We've talked somewhat about this a little bit. I want to break into this a little bit more, kind of break it down a little bit. This is really a kind of an interesting talk, I think, to talk about with expats, because a lot of expats that come over here, they don't realize how much of a second chance they really have when they get here. They think of it as they're getting away from the United States. They're getting away from all that baggage as long as they leave it on the tarmac back there. But they don't realize what the Philippines has waiting. And for some, it's a total disaster. For others that are smart, keep their eyes open, keep on top of things, watch their money, and are careful, guess what? You got a good life coming. A lot of the expats that have started over here are already on the right foot. They're already kind of happy. They're kind of setting up their life, and it's kind of fun watching them. And I was kind of lucky that I already had a built-in relationship when I got here. And my girlfriend and I had been together already for 4 years with an online relationship, and it was kind of fascinating coming here and being able to start up where I was already pre-set up. It was kind of nice. It was kind of nice having that set up here, and it ended up working out. Was I sure that it was going to work out? Yeah, I was pretty like right about 95% sure that everything was going to work out good with my girlfriend, which is kind of a nice thing to have. But most of the guys over here, I see them dating or getting ready to date. Some guys come over here, they want to lose a little bit of weight before they get into the dating scene. They want to go to the gym, exercise. We have one guy doing that. Some guys, they just cut loose right away and they go right into the dating scene, and that's cool. It's kind of fun for them. Me, I didn't really want to be running around chasing after girls. I found a decent girl and I was happy with that. And some people, they find somebody online and that's okay, it works out for them. Some online relationships are scams and they don't work out. Some people get off the plane and there's no girl that even exists. It was just an online fantasy, basically, and the girl took off. So they take off with their money or whatever money they sent over, and the guy thinks that they're going to have something when they get here, and sometimes they don't. Does that happen a lot? It happens quite a lot. That's why I tell people, be really careful. But most of the guys, they do pretty well. They most of the relationships that I see from online relationships, actually, they do pretty well. They come over here, they're happy. But some of them, I think they wish that they dated a little bit before they got here. Not all, some, okay? And then they kind of take a step back and say, maybe this isn't the girl for me or whatever. And that's okay to take that step. Take a step back if you need to. Don't get more involved in the relationship if you're not totally comfortable and committed to that relationship. Just say, this isn't working for me, because this is your second chance. This is your possibly your last chance. And you want to make it work for you. You want to be totally 100% happy with the girl that you're with. There's a lot of girls out there. Some of them are scam artists, some of them aren't. Make sure that girl's a decent girl for you. And you know what? Let me put this out there. Having the best looking girl on the block, to a lot of guys, that means the world to some guys. For me, it doesn't. I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes that's not the best always. I see some guys that have really good looking girlfriends, but behind the scenes, they can't do anything. The girl's either jealous, they can't go anywhere, they can't do anything. That's tough. That's rough on a relationship. It's rough on the guy, and it brings a lot of unhappiness. And I've seen several expat friends of mine that are in relationships like that they're kind of stuck. Do they end the relationship, or do they keep on going like that and being unhappy? And that's a decision they have to make. It's a rough one, but this is your last chance. This is, the last stop on the bus where and where are you going to get off? Are you going to get off in a happy place, or are you going to get off in an unhappy place? I myself, I'd rather be happy. My girlfriend, we've had our issues. We have had a couple of bumps in the road, just like anybody. But for the most part, we do pretty good. I can go out. I don't have to worry about about my girlfriend tagging along with me. I can go out with the guys. We can go out to Texas Roadhouse. We can have a good time. A lot of Filipinos are very jealous. They just they won't let their guy go anyplace. They think their guy's going to cheat on them. If you're in a relationship like that, I don't know if I could live like that, but some guys do. But it's just me. I've had about 4 or 5 people that I've talked to that are in relationships like that. One of them, he ended up ending it, and it ended up pretty well. He lived down in Cebu. He just said, Steve, I couldn't live like that anymore. She was on top of me. I couldn't go out with my friends. I couldn't even go out for a cup of coffee in the morning with my friends and meet at McDonald's because she thought I was going to be cheating on her. I says, well, for me, that's a sign. Just like that comedian says, that's a sign. That's that Southern comedian. I can't remember what his name is. But anyway, that is a sign. If a girlfriend won't let you go out for a cup of coffee in the morning, she's so jealous and thinks that you're going to cheat while you're out having a cup of coffee with your buddies, you got a problem. That's a big, huge problem. But anyway, guys, where this is the last stop, make sure you set it up so that you're comfortable, you're happy, you're financially set, and you're safe. If you're not safe, don't come here. What I mean by safe is money, emergency funds, startup funds, have a little getaway fund for the beginning where maybe you and your girlfriend or whatever can get away, or a girl that you finally end up liking and you want to get away for a while. Go away. By all means, go away. Have some fun. This is the place to have fun. And a lot of guys that come over here, they say, well, Steve, I'm only on $1,000 budget or whatever. Do I recommend coming over here on $1,000 budget? You guys know how I feel about that. I don't think this is the place to come over on $1,000 budget because of healthcare. Unless you got a large sum of money sitting in the bank, $1,000 a month is not going to cut it here. Some other guys are going to tell you yes. I say no. I say it's not a safe thing to come over here on a low budget like that. I say you want to live a decent, happy life, sweet spot budget all the way. Anything over $2,000 to $3,000, you're living in the sweet spot. Anything above that, you're living a life of luxury. Okay, anything over $3,000, you're pretty much living a life of luxury in the Philippines. You're living pretty decent. Okay, you're considered, at $4,000, you're considered like wealthy over here. Okay, even by their standards that they have set up. You can go back to one of my videos I did a while back. I forget what I called it, but I did a video way back. Actually, I did 2 of them. And it was about the different steps from poverty all the way up to wealthy. And it breaks it down what wealthy is in the Philippines. Okay, and I did one that was called What is Rich in the Philippines. That's a little bit different. That was something about like the richness of the heart or whatever. But I did do these other ones, and it shows a document on the front of the thumbnail, and it's blue, white, and black in the background. If you see that, look at that one. Now that's an older one. I did another one after that, and I broke it all down, and it explains where you are. And it's hard to believe that somebody that's around $4,000, I think it's around $4,000, a little bit above $4,000, is considered wealthy. Because in the United States, $4,000 a month is nothing. It's nothing. I mean, I was living in Massachusetts, and let me tell you something. I was making good money on 2 different jobs, and something, I was struggling, even as a single person. I was struggling with that money. I was struggling to make it, and I was living in an Airbnb in a room in a shared house with a bunch of other guys for a while before I come over here, because I didn't want to get an apartment. I wanted to save all my money. I didn't care how I lived. I just figured I'm going to save every nickel I can get to come over here and live my life. And you can do it too. It takes a lot of planning to come over here to live this life. And you know what? The second chance that is afforded you here is probably one of the best chances that you'll ever have in your life to correct all the things that have happened to you in your past, whether it be your fault or other people's fault. When you come over here, you can correct that and take back your life and just grab it and say, this life now is mine. It's my life. I'm going to have it my way, and I'm going to live good. But just make sure you don't get all self-absorbed in yourself. Make sure you look out for the people around you too here in the Philippines, and your life will even get better. It'll get better because the Filipinos over here, they're great people. Make sure you have friends that are both Filipino and also expats. Both of them will enhance your life if you run with the right people. If you're with the wrong people, move on. You know what? You're here to better your life, not make it worse. So when you meet people that are problematic or they have issues and it's dragging you into their muck, stay away, or don't hang around with them too much. Just stay away. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that muck in your life. You're here for your second chance. Make it a good one. God bless, guys. Take care.